Hello everyone, this is Professor Govind. Let's discuss today about one of the most important and a popular tool of MS Excel called charts. We all know what chart or graph is. A chart or a graph is a graphical representation of data in which data is represented by various symbols or shapes such as bars in a bar chart, lines in a line chart, or a shape of a column in a column chart, etc. A chart can represent tabular numeric data, functions, or some kinds of quality structures and can provide different information. A chart is a powerful tool that allows you to visually display data in a variety of different chart formats. And as we all know, representing data with the help of symbols or shapes always makes it easy to understand. Rather than tabular data, it is always preferable or recommended to analyze data which is easier in graphical format. It is always easier to analyze or interpret data in a graphical format using various shapes or symbols. Now this is what for we have a tool called charts in MS Excel. Charts are generally used to represent data for comparison, for analysis, for interpretation, etc. I have a sample data available on the screen wherein I have added the list of students with their marks in 3 subjects. I have added 5 students and I have also added marks scored by them in 3 subjects with their total and average. Let us check out now. Let us see how can we insert a chart on this data. And please understand, of course all of us know this, charts are used to analyze numerical data. Charts are used for numerical data, not for alphabetical data. Alphabetical data cannot be compared. Hence, for comparison, for analysis or for interpretation, we use numerical data. Let's see now how can we insert charts in MS Excel. First is you will have to have your data on your worksheet. Data should be typed in. Next step is go to Insert tab. Go to Insert tab, and in Insert tab, the third group we have is of charts. The third group we have in Insert tab is charts. And in MS Excel, we can have different categories of charts. According to the data and the requirement, we can select any of these charts. We have column charts available, we have line charts, we have pie chart, we have bar charts available, area, scatter and definite chart, surface chart, bubble chart and radar chart. These are the categories of charts we have in MS Excel 2007. According to our requirement and the requirement of the data, we can select any of these charts. Commonly used chart categories are column chart, line chart, pie chart and bar chart. These are the popular ones or the commonly used chart categories. For numerical comparison, we generally use column chart or bar chart. Let's understand, as we are comparing 5 students, marks scored by 5 students, which is a numerical comparison, we either can go for column chart or for bar chart. Column chart will give us the vertical columns and the bar chart will give us the horizontal columns. So let me first, how can we insert chart? Let us have a look at this step. First is, we'll have to select the data and also we can select the required columns as well. As of now, I have selected all the columns available in the table, but also we have the option of selecting only the required column. For example, I can select only roll number and average by holding Control key. And based on only those 2 columns, chart will be inserted. That also will demonstrate later. For now, let me select all the columns all the data available in my table, select all the data, go to insert, charts group and click on column chart. And in column chart as well, not only in column chart but in all the chart categories, we have subcategories available. These are the different patterns with which we can display a particular chart. So in column chart we have 2D column chart, we have 3D column chart, we can have cylindric, or we can have cone column chart, or we can have pyramid column chart. Let me go with the basic one. Let me select 2D column chart. So let me click on 2D column chart, and soon you click on the category of a chart, or soon you select any chart. The next second, on selected data, based on selected data, Excel will create and insert chart on your worksheet. Now have a look at this. This is what is the chart we have based on the selected data. Now this column chart is divided in x-axis, the horizontal one, and the y-axis. The thing that you should understand and interpret now is at x-axis what data is available, and at y-axis what data is available. If you look closely at this chart, you'll understand that at x-axis we have all these column headings. Column headings are roll number, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, total and average. This is where the column starts. These are called column headers. So at x-axis we have the columns available, and at y-axis we have the values available, that is the rows available. We have a provision, we have a facility in MS Excel charts to change this combination as well. With this chart at x-axis we have columns available. We can interchange this with rows as well. What do I mean by this is, at x-axis instead of having these columns we also can have rows. That is, we can have roll numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at x-axis, and we can have values here. So that choice or that facility depends on what kind of data you have. So the data I have now, or the chart I have now, is not conveying a proper message or a meaning. So let me interchange the row and the column. I don't want column should be available. I don't want column to be available here at x-axis. So let me make roll number available here at x-axis. How can we do that is, first by clicking on chart and then click on the third option called switch between row and column, which means if you look at this table, as of now at x-axis we have is column. If you switch between row and column, row numbers, that is the row headers, will be considered at x-axis. So click on your chart and go to switch between row and column, and now we have is at x-axis roll numbers from 1 to 5 available, and at y-axis as usual we have is the values, that is the marks in this case. And along with this chart we have is a box available which will tell us the color combination of these columns or the color distinction of these columns, and this box is called legend. The box which tells us the color combination or the color distinction is called legend in MS Excel. We also can increase or decrease the size of this chart, like we increase or decrease the size of the image. We have is the pointers through which we can increase or decrease the size of the chart. Drag it outwards, size will be increased, and if you drag it inwards, size can be decreased. Let me drag it outwards and increase the size of the chart. So at x-axis we have roll number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and at y-axis we have the marks which are divided with the gap of 50 marks. At each stage we have a gap of 50 marks, 0, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and we have is 300. And also we have the chart here, the box here, which explains us which column or which color represents what entity of your table. Now this is how we can insert chart in MS Excel. Now let us have a look at what components we have with charts in MS Excel. What are the components we have with charts in MS Excel 2007? Components are the elements or the entities which are attached with your chart. Some of them are additional, some of the components are additional, which means you can use it for decorations, to make it look attractive or to make it look informative, to add some more information into your chart. But some of the components are compulsory or mandatory. Let us have a look at what kind of components we have with charts in MS Excel. First is, let us have a look at these options. Let us have a look at these options. And also one thing that you should understand here is, when you insert chart in MS Excel, it will add 3 more tabs in your list. Once you insert chart, it will add first the tab called design tab. Have a look at the top layer. We have is design tab. Then it adds layout tab, and the last one it adds is format tab. And each of these tabs will have different options related with chart. First option, wherein we have design. The first option we have is, we can change chart type without modifying anything. If you click on this, if you want to change the type of the chart from column to bar or from column to any other chart that we have in MS Excel, without deleting or without doing anything, you just have to click on it and it will allow you to change the chart category directly. We can save this as a template which can be used later. The third one is used to switch between table columns and table rows. It will change or interchange the values between x and y axis, or rows and columns of table. And you can reselect data if you don't want to include, or by mistake if you have included some unwanted rows, or if you have forgotten to include some rows, you can click on it. It will ask you to select the data again which is available in the table. So you can select data without deleting the chart. If you have gone wrong, without deleting the chart, you can select or reselect data. And these are different chart layouts available in each category, with the grid lines, without the grid lines, etc. So this only will change the pattern of your chart. Nothing much will change, only the pattern will change. For example, let me select this. If I select this, as you can see on your screen, only the grid line will disappear. So nothing much will change. Outcome will be same, only the minute or the minor pattern will change. So chart layout, if you wish, you can select any of these chart layouts, or you can keep it in its basic format. And these are the different color combinations we have. This is called chart styles, wherein we have different combinations, color combinations available. If you wish to change the color combination, you can go ahead with any of these. So this is about design tab. The next one, and the most important one in MS Excel charts, is the tab we have called layout tab. In layout tab, we have different components available. Let me quickly cover all these components, which are quite easier to understand. The first one is chart title. By default, it will be none. Chart title is the title which will be displayed with your chart. So it is the heading or the caption or the title. And you can display chart title in 2 formats or in 2 patterns. One is centered overlay title. Have a look at this. Chart title is available with the grid lines at the background. It will overlay the background or the chart, and chart title will be displayed. Or else you can display this above the chart. So in the second option called above chart, it will not overlay, or it will not be overwritten above or with the chart or grid lines. It will be written above the chart. It will be designed, or it will be displayed above the chart. If it is centered overlay, it will be written over the grid lines. So the choice is left to the designer whether he or she wants to display chart title with the overlay format or above the chart. So let me give a chart title to this. The first component is chart title, and you can give any title which is relevant to your data, to your chart. Next component we have is axis titles. We can give titles to x-axis as well as y-axis. Horizontal axis is x-axis and vertical axis is y-axis. We can display chart titles at different positions. By default, answer here as well will be none to this x-axis, which is a horizontal one, or you can display it below the x-axis. As you can see, if I click on below, axis title is available below the x-axis, and these are nothing but the roll numbers. That is what I can mention here. These are the roll numbers, and similarly I can give axis title to the y-axis as well. It can be either a rotated title or a vertical title or a horizontal title. So this only deals with the alignment of the title. It can either be a rotated one, top to bottom, or a vertical one, or a horizontal one. You can have any of these. Let me display a horizontal one, and here we have is marks available. Here we have is marks available at y-axis. This is a horizontal one. Similarly, you can have this as vertical as well. Vertical is it displays the list vertically, or also you can have is rotated title, which means it will have from bottom to top. So only the pattern of displaying will change. At x-axis you can display the title using this option called vertical axis title. Then we have is the legend box. The legend is the one which tells you what color combination is used, which column represents what data entity, and what color is applied to it. Now these are the different positions wherein you can display the legend. You can display the legend at the right, which is the default one. It can be displayed at the top, it can be displayed at the left or at bottom. Overlays, it can be overwritten over the chart or the grid lines at right, and it can be overwritten. It will override the grid lines. It will override the grid lines if you select the last option called overlay legend at left. So here it will override the right portion of your chart, overlay legend at right, and here it will override or overlay left portion of your chart. Next we have is data labels. Data labels can be displayed at different positions. Data labels are the values on which or based on which your chart or the columns are displayed or the chart entities are displayed. So data labels are the values which can be displayed at various positions. It can be displayed at the center or at the inside end, inside base or outside end. Now understand what data labels are. Data labels are the values on which your chart is designed. So in this case, it will display the value that each column represents. This column represents total of 339. Here it is 211, then is 229, 197 and 180. So data labels are the values that your chart represents, based on which your chart is designed. Then we have is data table. So along with chart, you also can display data table within your chart column, within your chart box itself. It is nothing but the table on which or the values on which your chart is designed. So along with the chart, in the chart frame itself, you can display values as well. This is about data table, and here we have one more component called axis, wherein you can display axis, be it a x-axis or a y-axis, with different patterns or with different alignments. By default x-axis value starts from left to right. We generally write the values from left to right, starts at left, moves towards right. We can display x-axis without any label. If I click on it, label will be erased. Let me first remove this data table and have a look at this. We don't have x-axis labels available now. We don't have x-axis labels, that is 1 2 3 4 5 available. Go to axis, primary horizontal, and select show left to right axis. Now we have, as you can see, labels available with each of those blocks in the column charts. So axis, you can display or design axis with different patterns, and the last one is opposite to the one we have now. The last one is show from right to left. It is the opposite one, that is your chart starts at the right position and moves towards the left. But generally the pattern that we use is to display chart from left to right. Similarly, we have some settings for vertical or y-axis as well. Show default axis, the one we have now with values, and show data in thousands, show data in millions, show data in excess in billions, or you can show, if you have a supporting data, y-axis with log scale as well. So it depends on what kind of data you have, but in India we generally go with thousands or the default x-axis value. You don't have to bother about this. Why? Because Excel chart will take data from the table that you have entered, and in table, according to the values that you have entered in the table, this y-axis will be designed. So you don't have to bother about whether it is thousands, millions or billions. It will take or copy the values from the table itself. So you need not change this setting. This is about the axis, and you can display your chart without grid lines as well. Grid lines are the lines which are available with these columns at the background, the horizontal lines. You can display it without those grid lines as well. Similarly, we have different grid lines for horizontal, that is for x-axis, and also for y-axis. If you have a column chart, generally will not have grid lines, vertical grid lines. Let me display vertical grid lines and check how my chart, a column chart looks. So we have this vertical grid line available now. Similarly, I can cancel it by going to grid lines, primary vertical grid lines, I can make it none. And to erase horizontal grid lines, go to grid lines again, primary or horizontal grid lines, and you can select the option called none. At the background, grid lines or the lines will not be displayed in that case. So grid lines are the lines which are displayed at the background of your chart, just to make it look attractive, or it will be easy to analyze if you have grid lines. So these are the components of charts. In our next video, we'll discuss about what types of charts we have. We'll also demonstrate or we'll have examples on some of the important charts. For now, let me finish this video. Let me thank my students. Thank you everyone. Next video, we'll learn about the categories of charts. Thank you everyone.